So you are all welcome to yet another edition with Dr. Otanwa, and today we'll be looking at Asanwa. Hmm? Asanwa bụkwa ụmụaka highway o, so biko, eh, I will show you now. Calm down, don't be in a rush. So now Asanwa is as well as what as a work management tool. If you want to find, I can simply go to ChatGPT and still try to get some little bit of information or info bites about Asanwa. So you can just come in here to ChatGPT and you ask it to what to explain Asanwa to me as if I were a high school graduate. Yes, make you explain and give you. I say you be high school graduate. So you see, so it says Asanwa is what? It say Asanwa is a big tool. You see, it's a big to-do list, but very way smarter and more organized. You see, and here is how it works. It works, with it uses tasks, uses projects, and what team collaboration. These are things that it could actually do for you. So I think this is what we are going to have to work with today. So it gives you ability to manage your task under your project and then allows you to work collaboratively as a team. And while you're managing your task and project, you can do what? You can have deadlines and reminders for every tool. And then you can also do what? Change your different views. Like you can use simple list view, you can choose the calendar view, you can choose the board view, and what so on and so forth. Then we even have integrations. Integrations is something that when we did when we did Zapier and Google Drive, that is an integration. So in here as well, when we started doing Asana too, we can also what integrate other services that can help us to achieve other stuffs within what Asana without going outside what Asana. For instance, if you want to be able to have meeting call or maybe Zoom call with your teammates, you can actually integrate maybe Zoom inside your Asana tool. So if you're in this class and you hear me say Asana and you hear me say Asana, I'm talking about the same thing. We call it Asana because what Asana is a what is a Gen Z tool, so it does not really. In fact, if you're not careful, you go shoot am for your eye. That is how Gen Zs behave. That's why we target what Asana. So now let us go to what Asana and start up. Of course, the website is what asana.com, and from there we're going to begin the journey into what learning it and how it operates. So, of course, the first to help you here is going to be to get started. Once you say get started now, you can then use what? You can use your Google email to what? To sign up. So it will as well ask you for company email, but then now if you don't have, simply use your what? Your Google to sign up. So we are now here and I want to sign up. So now that I'm done now that I'm done selecting the account I want to use and sign up, the Gmail account, the next thing is for me to continue with the prompt, and it's going to direct me properly. It doesn't waste time. This one is quite simple. So it's going to ask you what is your full name. So you need to put your full name. You can even add picture here if you want to put maybe your company picture, whatever. I can put this one in there and it will be here for me to work with. So I am going to now continue with what? I'm going to continue by clicking on this continue here. You can see that the picture uploaded is now going to show here. See the picture has come up. So I'll do what? I'll click on continue. And now it's not saying tell us about your work. This will help us or tailor Asana for you. We may reach out, blah blah blah. So what's your role? You can tell them that you're a director or an owner. So I will say okay, a director, or let me say business owner. So you can say okay, which function best describes you here? So of course you can say you're into construction or project management, like that. And then you can say okay, say what do you want to use Asana for? Of course, want to use it for maybe project management, this one. So that can be it. Now you can actually select different words, different options here for what you want to use the tool for. So you can call it that. And then we do what? You can say, okay, continue. Now it says, let's set up your first project. So what is something that you and your team are working on? So we can say, okay, because we are Otanwa Incorporated, we are working on the what? On the uniform for what? For Otanwa, what? Otanwa Community School. Community School. Okay, you can say, okay, continue. Now you see, now you say, what are a few tasks that you have to do for Ottawa Community School? So this one is just for us to put a little bit of stuffs. So maybe you can say, okay, market and what? And measurement, because we are sewing uniform. And then this one is what? Is after marketing and measurement, you can say, okay, we are now going to what? We are now going to do some, maybe some maintenance at work. So maintenance, we have to maintain our workplace where we are going to sew the material. And then when we are done with that, now we can do what next? What did we do in the other one that we did? We have to maybe check all stuff before we enter the main job. We need to make sure that everybody is what is okay. So you see now, it has not given us what you see. It has not given us groups, which is what to do, doing, and what and done. So this is what ClickUp could not give us yesterday. It was whining us. So me, I can now come and do what I can say. Okay, continue. So you see now, this is not going to be our what? Our board. So we have board view like this. We have timeline view. We have calendar view like this. But we're going to work between this list view and what? Board view. This one is more like your Trello. Okay, so we'll be working between these two, so you can really understand these two interface here. It's quite easy. So having done that, now we can now do what? Can say, okay, continue. So this is where we now need to enter the email of our co-staffs so that we can actually be able to work with them. So I'm going to have to, we have now finished inviting every member of our teammates. So we are now in our what? This is our workspace. This is our board. And this is how it's supposed to look like. Even yesterday that we were here with ClickUp. So today now, this is my list view. You can see that my list view here is quite simple. So I believe we have all done monday.com here. So you already know what is here. It's not difficult for you anymore. So this is assigning, this is your due date, priority, and status. But because we're using a different tool, I'm going to what? I'm going to start afresh. So when you come here now, this is how it will look like. If you want to create anything here, you can actually use this create here to start up. You can create task, you can create project, you can create message, you can create a team or portfolio. You can even set a goal. And you can also do what? Create an invite or invite someone to your workspace. So that is what that one is used for. So we have the home tab. The home tab gives you a brief overview of all what you have in your workspace. You can see now I've been working on my, earlier on I created a task called measurement and what and markets. I even put maintenance also. So this is just, then you can see I even added people to the work team. So now that is that. So we also have our task, where your task is all you have towards to do in regards, with regards to the what with the current projects. So while money.com was actually simple, I think Asana should what help you to to cement the knowledge further in your head. So that is what I feel like this one will help you to do. So now we have inbox, which is where you're going to get your messages as they come in. You can see that we have messages here. So as you interact now, it will be coming in here and all that. Then we have reporting, which shows you your work progress and everything you've been doing for the time being. You can actually see your work this thing here, where you see your work, all your projects and your task, the ones you've been completing and the ones that are still pending. You see them when we start doing it right away. Then we have portfolio. Portfolio is your what? Is your maybe it's your history of your work, or maybe you can say your work samples. Yes, so if you are a tailor, you sew, maybe you are a fashion designer, your portfolio is like that bouquet that contains the pictures of all what you've been sewing ever since you started what designing clothes. Okay. Then we have goals. Your goals are things you wish to what to achieve, right? So it's not difficult. So in here now we have projects, and in a project we have what this one, which are here we have project. Your projects are more or less like your contract. Okay. And then inside your contract, you have different tasks for everybody. So you can go to this one now. This is how you, now this one is here is a board, but I'm going to work with the list because this one is quite simple. This one is just something that you come here and you say, okay, maybe today now I have to do these three things today. Now I have to go to the market, I have to do maintenance, I have to what, check that all staffs are okay. So whenever you start anyone now, you do what? You can drag it down and move it to what? To this doing. When you move it to this doing now, it will be there. Then when you're not done with it now, maybe you are checked now, maybe your staff members, they are done, they are done taking the measurement and they are also done with going to the market. You cannot take this one and do what? Drag it to the what? To the section that says done. This means that what this task is what? Is not completely what done. Then we can see have this one here. You can drag it all here. So you can drag it between the first to do, to doing and what? Done. It all depends on what you're doing at the moment. So whenever you tag it there, it should just be there. So me now, I'm going to have to return back to everything and start afresh. So I'll come back to my list and then this is the list view. So we already know how it is when we worked with Monday.com the other day, and everything you see here is just an overview of your current project or your current list of tasks here. So you can see the list here, which gives you what you're doing here in a list. You can actually change all these things here. You see this to do and doing and done. You can change it to whatever you feel is more suitable to you. Then we have the board view, and then we have the timeline view, then we have dashboard, calendar, and what workflow. We even have messages and what and files. Now, this is just how it is, guys. It's no more than this. So if I want to do anything here, maybe I want to edit project details, I can actually click on this triangle pointing down here. If I want to manage project permissions, I can click on this. If I want to set the color of the project, like you can see now, currently now it is which color? Is this one? Is this one banana green or be one called green? I don't know, but if you want to change the color of this one here, you can actually click on the color and do what? Pick another one. You can see now the color has changed, right? Okay, so right here now we are going to do this as we are supposed to. The other day the other day we created our task based on the stages of the word of what we are doing. So today now we are going to do it now based on what we are doing. So let us assume that we are to what supply these people uniform. So we can say okay, uniform for what? Uniform for Otanwak Ward Community School, right? So this is now our project or our contract that we are working on, right? So now we have to break this project into different stages. Okay, for instance, if you are cooking, now there is a preparation stage, there is the cooking stage, and then there is what? There is maybe the plating stage. Then if you're going to deliver, there's also going to be what? The delivery what? The delivery stage. And even the cooking itself, you can still have marketing, market maybe buying stage, cutting and what and dicing. You can still have frying stage. You can still have what? Maybe cooking, and then you can now have plating or maybe packaging. Then maybe before you now say okay, the delivery what stage. So that is what you put here where they say to do, doing and what and done. So, but if I want to just go straight to the point, I can just come here and do what? Just tell you that, okay, it's just about doing and whatever. So I don't have to apply to the way you're going to understand it. However, if you're just going to like, maybe for instance, if you're going to plan your wedding, I know some of you here, you are planning. Let me see the person that is planning wedding here. Let me see the person. Somebody told me that somebody here is planning wedding. Let me catch the person here so I can actually use the person to demonstrate. Someone that is planning her wedding. So since she's planning her wedding now, she could actually use money.com to, ClickUp, sorry, Asana to what? To plan her wedding. In the sense that things that she's yet to do now, she will put them what? In this to do section here. This is a group. So we call it what? This to do group. We have doing group and then we have what? Done group. So when she now say, okay, maybe I have a task now, I have to go and print what? Print my what? My wedding what? Wedding card. Or let me call it invitation card. Or let me say wedding invitation card. Invitation what? Invitation card. Then the next one will be what? You can say, okay, the next one can be what? Maybe hire the what? Hire the caterer. Then she can also, okay, maybe she still want to pay the what? The baker. Pay the what? The cake maker. And then probably she wants to maybe check on the gown, maybe wedding gown. She wants to shop for gowns. So she has to go for different uh, you know wedding gown shops around her city. So She now wants to say, okay, maybe she's still going to follow her husband to go and visit the village people. So you can say, okay, visit what? Visit village what? Village people, right? So now, mind you, the mic is open. You can actually speak to me if you want to. So now we now have all these things here as things that she's going to what that she's going to do. So that is why we have this one as what to do. So when she now start doing them now, so maybe she's now say, okay, now she has gone to the market to go and, she has gone to buy the materials that she was asked to buy. So she's now going to go and meet the person that is going to sew her clothes. So she's now going to what, move this one from here now to what? To this doing stage here. She need to move it down from here to this one at the bottom here. It will just move. Okay, so that's just how the thing works. Okay, so this one, I think this one works more if you're on the board view. So look at it from this board view now. So these are the things that she says she wants to do now. So when she now start doing that, she cannot do what? She cannot drag it from here to what? To doing. Okay, that is for the marketing and what and measurement. When she's done with that now, she can now say, okay, she's done. Maybe as soon as she's on the keke going back home, she can now just drag it from here to what? To done. So maybe she now wants to do maintenance. Maybe there's some things she has to do in the compound where they're going to do maybe the reception. Maybe she has to go there and make sure that all the lights are working. So when she now start doing it now, she will do what? She will drag this task here to what? To this doing section here, and then she'll leave it there. So when she's now done doing it now, she can now say, okay, I'm done. She can move it down here and keep it here. So I don't know if I'm making any sense to you right now. So is it clear? So some of you are going to find it much more easier if you are using the board view, so they can actually drag it up and down. Like say they drag like say they drag person for social media. So, but let me just go forth and then do what I wanted to do, so you can actually be able to understand. So at this point now, you could actually say, okay, let us drag it down. So if you want to drag it to any part here, you do what? Click on this arrow pointing here and select where you want it to be. If you started doing the job newly, you can say, okay, doing. It has come down here. So if you're done with it, I can say, okay, move it down to what? To done. See now, it's now on done. If you still want to move it back up, you can just click here and then you move it to what? To do. See now, it's so simple. This one is really, really not difficult. Okay. To create a project on Asana, you do what? You come down to this project section here. You see it now, and you can click on this plus here. You see, it's already telling you, say, new project or what, or portfolio. So you click on it and do what? Click on new project. Click on new project, and you do what? You can actually use a template. You see, we have blank one, we have use a template here. So if you say use a template, it will be you going to pick from what? Already existing templates, right? You cannot say that we have different templates. This one is a cross-functional what project plan. So this one is actually if you want to do things that this one actually is nice. It's quite easy for you to. You don't have to crack your brain and start thinking about maybe how to draft it or whatever. This one is just straight to the point. So I want to use this one. What I would do, I would just click on what use item. But what if I don't want to use this one and maybe I need more? I can come here and what find inspirations, and then I can now go forward and what select the one that's maybe based on what I'm doing. So if you are if you are into sales, you can find some that you can actually use here. You can see that there are some here. We have customer feedback, we have a pre-sales handoff, we have sales pipeline. If you want to do marketing, of course, you can see that there's actually marketing templates here. You can just pick it and use. Then even if you're a HR, there is a HR template here for you to what to use. Then even if you want to hire new what person, you can actually see it here. Then even if you're in IT, you can see that we have bug tracking. See now, we have bug tracking. Maybe you want to maybe there's a virus in your system and you want to fish it out quickly and then be able to save your client or your customers from experiencing the bug or the issue that they would have had if the bug continued to run in your software. You can do or use this one to what to design your bug tracking project or tasks, right? Then if you're into design, you can use what? You can use content management, whatever. You can use agency collaboration. You can see it now. This is quite straightforward. That's why I like it. So Asana is only what hard by name, but when it comes to actual practice, it's not hard. Okay. So we're going to use this recommended cross-functional project plan, and we're going to do what? Click on use template, right? So when we now click on that now, we can now name it. So we want to name it what? So let us assume that we are going to maybe we are, we are going to do baking. Okay. So we'll do baking. So we can call it what? Otanwa graduation what? Graduation what? Party cake. I know some of you that are in campus here, you bake cake a lot. In fact, none of you usually hear cake. So you can do what? Click on create project and then you'll be good. So we are now in here now. You can see that that thing that we selected that time is what we are now going to be having here. So you see, it's still the same thing that we have here now, and it's quite easier for us to manage from here. So this has already grouped our what? It has already grouped our project into sections, or let me just say into groups. You see now, it is already grouped here now. So mine is just to what? To depending on what I'm doing now. Since it is baking now, I can say okay, maybe shopping. You know where you want to buy the stuffs. Then maybe when you now start mixing, and then here will be what when you want to design the cake, and then when you're designing, you cannot do what? You can even put delivery here. And when I finish delivery, you do what? You know, cannot put your done section here, right? So let me put done or completed here. So completed, which means that whenever you are done with any of the task, you do what? You push it down here, right? So let us now see it. So me, I like designing my own so that I will have some color. But in case you don't see color, because sometimes you might not actually see color. If you don't see color, just know what you're doing and then you'll be fine. Okay. So right now, I am putting here to be what? To be maybe material shopping. I'll call it material what? Shopping. Then here would be here will be mixture or maybe mixing. Yes, mixing what? Mixing and what? Mixing preparation, mixing and preparation, or let me call it preparation and what? Preparation and mixing. Okay. So this other group here can be what? Here can be baking and what? Baking and design. Baking and design. I don't know whether I don't really know what you guys do as bakers, whatever, but I know I have an idea. So we can say okay, baking and what? And design. So we can come here and put what? And put maybe logistics or delivery. Deliver what? Delivery. You know when you deliver cake now, you still need to present it to the world, to the audience that is gracing the occasion, right? Like if it is wedding, if it is birthday or whatever. I know that there was a time when you see the wedding cake designer will come and say this cake is big, it's quite thick, which shows that the bride and the groom are what? They are thick people, and then maybe the cake is black, which means that the people getting married are what? They are dark-hearted people and all of that. So that is what happens when your ex bakes cake for you for your wedding. That means you go see Oba. You go just see Oba finish. So now somebody said, let me take some write-ups that I'm seeing here because today seems to be going. So I'm back here now and we have actually grouped our what? Our task to help us achieve this graduation party cake now. So let us now go and create our task within it so that we can be able to assign who will go and fetch water, who will go and mix whatever for us, and who will go and put it inside the fire. It's not stove. Oh. Some of you are using stove to bake cake. It's not that kind of baking that we are. We are an international. We are an international Taiwan baking company. It's an international, baking company that has existed for donkey years now, and we make nice, sweet, sumptuous what cake for all kind of parties. Okay, for burial parties, for weddings, for birthday, graduation party, so on and so forth. So, but the last person that called us for burial party cake, she actually ended up eating, stone because we realized that they don't actually do cake for burial. So we now had to ask her to go and eat the cake before she went to the burial. So that was how we were able to deliver that cake. So now let us continue. So now we are saying, okay, the first group of tasks is what? Is material shopping. This is where we're going to where we're going to shop all what we need for the what? For the cake. And you know that whenever you assign someone to go and buy something for you, do what? You assign somebody here, and then you set when that task should be what should be completed, and then you set the priority. And then you can also see how the task is what? How the task is what? Is going. Right? So now you know that and when we did Monday.com here now, instead of us to have this task project, we're having status. But here now they say we should use what? We should use status. But you can actually renew, you can actually rename it to what? To status if you wish. So this is assignee. You can even come here and put what? And put person in charge if you want to. Can come here and put person in charge or whatever, but we'll just leave it as what? As is. So now the first task is what? Is to buy what? Buy maybe 50 kilogram of what? 50 kg of all purpose what? All purpose flour. Yeah, flour. So please let me. I need to. We cannot do what? Add this task now, and we are going to assign it to what? To somebody. So if you want to add more details, what do? You can click here to what? To add more details. You can see now we are going to come over here and can actually add more description. You can add comments and all of that. So if you want to describe what you want this person to do for you further, you can come here and say, okay, ensure it is what? Ensure it is, how did they call that flour mill that time? Is it not shop flour mill? Shop flour what? Shop flour mill. That's what? That produce the meal that you are buying for us. So if the product, in fact, you are going to buy flour for me for my baking. If it is not from this flour, if it's not from this brand of what? Of flour makers, don't buy from me. Okay, you see now, I just unlocked the group now. Now I'm putting a description and I say what. So when the person come to do this task, now you see that there's a what? There's a description here say what? Ensure it is what? Flour meal. So when the person does not find flour meal, you cannot do what? Okay. If you do not find it, or if you did not see uh, this brand, call me to what? To receive further what? Further instructions on what to do. That can be your what? Your description for this particular task here. So who do you now want to assign this to? You cannot click. Are you seeing that is a, there's an image? You cannot click here to what? Assign somebody. So we have somebody, can assign it to this person and we'll do what? You can now say, okay, we'll now set the date for the task to be what? To be completed. So you can say, okay, of course, just a market now. So they're going to do it what? On Monday. So Monday they should go to the market and what? And buy what we need. And then now don't worry about this dependency. Okay, don't worry about it. So this is our priority, which is what? Which is high. And like I've said before, priority is the degree of what? Of sensitivity of the what? Of the task, right? So then the task progress is what? Not started because the person have not actually come to what? To start it. Okay. So and then I think you can see add more. When we're doing monday.com and see you can actually add more. Now we have not started, we have in progress, we have waiting, we have deferred, we have what we have done. So peradventure you have an issue along the way now, you can actually write something that you know that will be what can maybe can display emergency. So we can leave it at what? At not started. And we can now do what? This now we are now done with what? With this, and we are good to what? To go. So when we are done with that now, can now come here and what? Everything is already set for us. You see now? You see? The task will be completed on what? On Monday. Who will be doing the task? See now, Omoye. And then task progress, you still what? It's still not started yet. So you can still come here and do what? You say task preparation or preparation and what? And mixing. So, but this can only continue whenever we are finished with what? With the first group of what task here, which is material shopping and what? Whatever. So we can still come here and do what? And add something else to buy. So we can say, okay, we can buy you can buy maybe 5 kilowatts, 5 kilo baking pan. Okay, you can say, okay, buy me what 5 kilo baking pan. And if we still want to add more stuff, you can click on this triangle pointing right here, and you do what is you can click with what to add details. You can come here now, you can assign it to somebody, assign it to myself, and the due date is what? Of course, it's going to be on Tuesday after these people that went to market have returned. It will be on Tuesday, what? 20, is it 28? Yeah, it's 20. Okay. Tuesday is going to be what? Tuesday is going to be 20 what? 26th. Okay. And then who does this task for us? It has been already been, I think the organizer won't do the task. So priority is what? This one is, you see we are buying pan. So when person not go buy maybe fake pan, come carry give us. It's going to be high. Then task progress is what? It's not started yet because they never even collect the job yet. Like the people that we are sending these tasks now, they have not really received. Maybe they have to resume work tomorrow morning. to see their what their task, or they are to only respond and show that they started when they started going for the what for the task, and that should be on the what on the assigned date. Today is weekend, so peradventure they are going to resume work on Monday. That's when they are going to what click on it and say what they've started the task assigned to them. Then we can now put what here description here and say okay, please ensure it is what ensure the pan is original. Okay, also make sure it is love shape. If, because maybe you don't have love shape in your factory or in your bakery, but now you're not trying to what to get it. So that can be you trying to what trying to specify it there for your what for your for your staff. So now that we are done now, of course you can see it's now better, it's okay now. So we can now go further and what just keep adding stuff here. If you want them to buy you something else, maybe you want them to buy you perhaps maybe you are buying maybe other things so that these people cannot buy from the market at the same time. Maybe you want to go and buy firewood. So you say, okay, buy what? Buy firewood. Of course, you can come here and what? Assign somebody to that task. And they can come here and say, okay, when should this be done? This should be done on what? During the weekend. So you can go and buy the firewood over the weekend, Sunday. That one, you can just carry the company car and buy it. So firewood is here. It's going to be what? We'll say it's actually low priority because it does not really require any moron can buy firewood, right? So this is for task progress. So task progress is what? It's not started because they're going to take the job on what? On Sunday, right? So next one will be what? Can see, we just keep adding material things that can help us to what? To achieve this our task here. And we keep on assigning them to what? To members of our what? Of our team. To ensure that we what? That we reduce stress and what? Become effective in our doings. I don't know whether this thing now is clear for everyone to understand, or is there something I am missing here? So having done that now, I think we should be okay with that. Now let me continue with the preparation stage. So now that you have now bought everything that you need now, you are now going to start doing what? Start preparing for the what? For the baking properly. Okay. So the preparation can involve things like maybe, mixing the dough, maybe getting eggs and egg white off. No, sorry, egg, separating egg, egg yellow from what? Sorry. Separating egg yolk from what? From the egg. I know that we don't, I mean, do people use full egg for your baking? You can actually answer. So you can so this means that what now that the preparation part now. So the preparation part now will now involve things like you know maybe you can say okay break prepare the egg. You can say okay maybe prepare since it is a it's a graduation party maybe you can say okay prepare maybe 20 eggs, okay, prepare 20 eggs, and you can now come here and do what, assign it to somebody, and you can do what? Of course, this one is something you can do within the hour. So you can, but this will be on what? On Tuesday. Okay. So you can now say, okay, of course, this priority is not high. Anybody can do it, but I know that separation of eggs is actually very, very difficult because it's not everybody that can actually handle. Some people are very allergic to that smell from egg. So now the task progress is what not started because they have not taken the job yet until the day. So you can now come here to put a small description. Maybe this person now is a new staff, so you need to tell them, okay, uh, we usually separate the what? The yolk from what? From the what? From the white. Okay. So that can be a what? A notice. And then we will not do what? You don't need to what? You don't need to mix it or whisk. I don't know how you guys call it. Is it not whisk? You can call it mix or whisk till a what? Till a homo genus what mix is what is attained. That means you're going to mix it until what? Until those bubbles are outside, and then you can now remove the what? The bubbles to leave just the egg white there alone. So you can see now we have done with this. Now you can now do what? You can see the task has been what? It has been set. Okay, so you see it now. So you can now add, so you just need to add things are here that can help you to what? To prepare this cake properly. So this is what preparation and what and mixing. So you can tell somebody else to go and do what? To go and maybe mix the dough. Yes, mix the what? The dough. Or you can say okay, mix 4 kilogram of what? Of flour. 4 kilogram of what? Of flour. And then who do you want to do that? And they can actually assign two people here, but I don't think, I think Asana does not really allow you to assign multiple people in a what? In a task. So you can see now, if I try to add somebody else now, instead of it to add now, it will remove this person that I already have. You see now. But on Assign, on ClickUp and Money.com, you can actually do what? Assign more than one person to a what? To a task. So okay, you just, you say? Okay. So they just want to send the most youngest staff to go and check outside before you don't come back. And they don't already thief the cake, come out finish. That is how they behave, all these senior staffs. So you say you should go and do what? You go and check whether there's someone at the gate, and then you do what? You can select him and put him in there, and then you can now put the date. Of course, it's going to be something that you can do within some hours. I'll let you say tomorrow. Okay. So I just hope that you guys are getting the point, right? I hope it is not difficult. Mm-hmm. You know, go by tongue. So to add multiple people, you do what? You click, okay, let me just show you now. You click on this triangle pointing to details here. And then when you come in here now, you click on this assignee section and then you go down. You see where they say assign to multiple people. Then you click on it and you can now do what? You can now select the people that you want to assign that task to. So now you have already picked one person now. It is showing up here. You can now click on this again and now just put the name of the person, maybe the first alphabet. You can see now we already have somebody that is bearing, let me see, maybe somebody bearing A is here. So I can just pick this person and do what? And add them. So you can now, when you're done now, you can now say what? Assign task. And when you're not done, that is just it. Then you can now select the priority. Of course, they are just trying to what? They're just trying to check if somebody's at the gate. So this one is not high priority, it's low priority. And of course, they have to do it that day because you know they are junior staff, so they don't want any kind of problem. So they will just have to ensure that they do what they are asked to do. So they've already left to go and do it. And then we now have the what? The delivery. So the delivery stage is now where you now do what? Where you deliver the cake to the what? To the actual owner. So you can say, okay, deliver the what? The cake to 15 Aru by you what? Aruba way. Okay. So you can now see that we've done what? That is now the address of the what? Of the owner of the cake. You can now come here to what? To put the person that will go and deliver it for you can be what? This person. And then of course it's gonna be on the day of the what? Of the wedding, which is on the 27th of what? November. And this is just you trying to what? Trying to manage your what? Your workspace, right? So when you're now done now, okay, you have passed through all these stages, the material shopping, the preparation and mixing, the baking and design. You have even delivered the cake. Then you're still going to present the cake. Let us say, okay, present the what? The cake. Okay. So in this present now, because you know they are going to show off your brand, they can now prepare the person that will go and do it and tell him what to say out there. So I'll come here and say, okay, the person that will be presenting the cake is what? Is this person. So let's pick this guy because he speaks so well and he does not stammer. So you can also, okay, the date of the what is on the what 22nd when they're going to do the, maybe no, I think that should be on maybe on Wednesday for the party. And do what? You can now add, you can now say, okay, this one is what is medium sensitivity because if the person go there and fuck up, maybe the person went there and then now had seizure, it will be a problem. So you can also, okay, task progress is what not started until the cake is completely what baked, right? So now, this one is not done. You can say, okay, in progress. Okay. So this can just be you trying to what? Trying to manage your what? Your workspace. So whenever you are done with any of these ones here, now maybe you came here to the first one here. If you're done with it, what do you do? Click on it, on this arrow pointing up and down, and what? Click on, select where you want the thing to go. So this is, we have five groups of tasks here. So we have material shopping, preparation, baking, and delivery, and then lastly we have completed. So when the person has gone to the market and returned with the firewood, now what do you do? Move this one to the what? To the completed section. You can see it has come down here to buy firewood. Okay. So this is just how to create and assign tasks on your Asana. Okay. First of all, we explained how you can navigate these places here. We talk about the home, the my task, inbox, reporting, portfolio, goals, and all of that. We even created a what? A project, and now we are now managing the what? The tasks, right? So this is just how it is, guys. Like I've always said, too difficult. Now you don't know where to press. If you know where to press, with the press and the go, hard. However, if you are someone that likes to do things on your own, Please remember that knowing how to want you see it is wanting to know it is wanting to know how madam allow me to finish first. Now it is wanting for you to know how to use all these things, yeah. It is one other thing to know how to apply it. So assuming I am now assuming assuming now that I am in my board view now, you can see that I have a lot of tasks here to what to do. Can you see how it looks here? This is now my task view now. So whichever one I'm done now, your job as a project manager or task manager is to what? Is just to sit here and wait. Now, whoever received their tasks now, you'll be seeing them working. You will see them working. Wait, oh, somebody is in this. No, I mean, I'm the one that did all these ones. So you see them working here. Okay, when they're working now, when they change it to what? To done, you will just know from here. It will be showing, instead of it to be showing this not Saturday, to be showing what? To be showing done like this. So when it is done now, what do you do now? You can now do what? Drag it and move it to what? To completed. And you are good. Okay, when they are done preparing the cake or whatever, or 20 eggs, you do what? You take it down and then you move it here. That's just how it works, guys. So somebody wanted to ask me a question. Who is that person? You can now see if I didn't capture it. So as the project is going on now, you have here, are you seeing this detail here? Now, if I saw somebody actually answer this task, now you can actually see it here that you could actually come in here and respond to receiving your task and starting it. It will be here at this part of it. Even on money.com, in fact, you just have to see they call it collaboration because in line with the task that you're assigned to, you can actually come down here and say, okay, look at what I'm doing now. Look at what I'm doing. Maybe hello, maybe now we say, really, someone is here trying to change all this. Who is that person? Who is in my workspace? Somebody is moving these things down here. Who is moving it? No, not like hacker here. Maybe now you. Please stop doing that. Okay, don't add so don't end up confusing people, please. So now, assuming you are an assignee to this task, you can actually come here and say, okay, hello, I have started this job. However, the fund assigned is not going to be enough because Tunumbu has happened to all known prices. And then that can just be you trying to be what? Trying to be humorous and you can just do what? Update. So the person that you are now working with will now come here and do what? They will now come and reply and say, okay, maybe do this or maybe send us an account that we can actually send money to be able to give you, or maybe how much is left. You cannot tell them, okay, you need about maybe extra 10,000 naira or whatever. Then they will now send to your account and they can continue and what? Achieve the goal. Do you understand now? So that's why they call it what? That's why they say is a what and a collaborative what? A collaboration tool. So while you're working now, you exchange communication, you talk while you are working. Is it clear, Fashikbe? I might still be wondering. The reporting actually is very helpful because when you come to your reporting, it tells you how many tasks that you have completed, the one that are incompleted here, those that are due, like maybe you have assigned them but the people did not respond or they are not doing it yet. Then total tasks that you've assigned to people here will be what? 22. And then you can even, in fact, are you seeing now? In fact, it even gives you a visualization of your what? Of your month so far. You see, this is a what? A visualization of your what? Of your months. How your tasks have been what completed. So you can see now it's saying that what that you have 7 upcoming what? Upcoming tasks. And that makes up of what 32% of what of our total tasks in this our workspace here. It also said that we have what unscheduled tasks, which are about what? About 41% of our tasks are what unscheduled. And then we have what the completed tasks, which amount to about what 27% of our what of the entire task. You can see that it even has a legend here for you. You know, there's some of you here that refuse to do geography and whatever. You see now, this is what you see on geography here. Geography, Greek science, and commerce and economics. And some of you that say, I'm going to do maths and such. I don't need commerce. I'm going to do. You see and see they follow you come here, and I don't follow you come here now. So you see now, we even have. We even have what upcoming tasks by what by assignee. So we now have that word now that me, I have what two upcoming tasks, and then this person here, which is Omoye, has what two upcoming tasks. Then uh Ike Ikenna Orizu has what one upcoming task, and who again? This person is Amarachi Wambede has what one task upcoming. Okay, so that is what your reporting here does for you. Okay, Then we have your portfolio here. Your portfolio can be your what now? Can be your what? Your work history. This is your what? Your work history. And but sha, we are not here for all this. But let me just give you a small what? A small this thing. You can actually see. So you can see now. Here now you'll be seeing your what? All your work here. They'll be displaying here as you are doing them, right? That is what this place here is doing for you. So let us go and see other what? Other parts. Okay. So we'll come back to our workspace now, and we just need to go to the other section. And here now, I said that goals are what? Your goals are things that you wish to what? To achieve, right? And someone. Okay. Let us now proceed and see how we can actually do. Let us proceed and see how we can actually do automation on top of what? Of our project or our task on someone. So how do we do automation here? We need to come in here, and to do that one now, who can tell me where we are going to click here? Who can tell me where to click here? Someone should tell me where to click. Ah, ah. Wait, oh, Juliet Ogochukwu said it's Mr. How are you a Mr.? How are you a Mr.? Then Iken Norisu said, this guy, Mr. Michael. I don't understand. What are you trying to say? Sure. Who dey touch this one? Comot there oh, comot there. It's Friday. Comot there oh. No no go dey press anyhow there oh. Comot there. Automation is what? You can find out under what? Under workflows, right? So if you come into workflow now, you can now decide to what? To do your automation from here. Okay? But there's still another means. You can actually go through your customize and any of that. So you can now, so are you seeing rules here? You can see rules here. So this is rules now. You can actually do what? You can go with this one and what? Perform your what? Your automation. Okay? Your what? Your automation. Okay? So you can see that we have when task completion is what? Is changed to what? This. Then do what? Check if it is marked as what, and then do this. So remember that what now? Now remember that when we did it on Monday.com, it what? It sounded quickly. That one said if status changes to this, or if this happens, then do this. But here now it says when task completion changes to what? To this, then do what? Do this. So we now go and do what? And continue. So you can also okay. If you click on the first one and this when now, you say task completion status is changed. Choose an option here. You can say okay, maybe task. Of course, choose an option here. Is changed. You see? Now we can say, okay, when status change to what is now complete, do what? Check if what? So what should you check for? You can say, okay, check if it is complete and then do this. Move it to what? Move it to what? Move it to what? To another stuff. Okay, you can actually do that from here. So you can do it to what? Change it to mark, or you mark it to as what? As done. But I don't like this part. Let me go and choose what I want to do in a different I want to use a different what? A different let me call it a set of what? Of rules, right? So I want to come here now and I want to select what that I want to do automation. So what should I do from here now? Arinze, what should I do from here now to achieve my automation? What should I do from here? Our automation will be based on what? That whenever a task here is set to what? Is set to maybe from any of these status now to done. You know, in fact, as far as that thing is showing that it is now done, the task should be what? Should be moved to what? To a completed section here below. Do you understand it now? Is it clear? So we are going to move all these ones up now. We're going to move it to what? To material. This one is mixing. So okay, preparation and mixing. This one should go back to material shopping. This one should go back to prepare. This one should go back to mixing, preparation and mixing. This one should go back to material buying, whatever. Then buy firewood also goes back to the first one, like that. So now, okay, this is all our tasks now, right? This one is not complete. Who they mark out this girl with the mark this thing? If I catch you, you go collect o, you go collect, you go collect, okay. So this is now our what? This is now our task. This is our project, which is what? Ottawa graduation party cake, and then this is our what? Our task now. So we are going to do our automation now based on this
column here, you see this last column here, this task progress is what we're going to build our automation based on. Okay, so we say, okay, now whenever somebody changes the status here from any of this one here to done, in as much as it's showing done now, you should do what? You should move that task now to somewhere within the what? Within these categories here, within this group here. So let us now go and do it. So we'll do what? To do automation now, we'll do what? We'll come to what? To workflow, and then we'll do what? We'll go to what? Was it here that we used that time? No, we came here and then we did what? We came to rules and we came to what? Task progress what? Change. Yes, this is what we hear. So now we say what? That whenever status or whenever task or task progress changes from what? From this, check if it is showing what? That is was changed to done, and then move it to what? To complete task. Okay? So we can now do what? We can now save it. When we now save it now, if we come back to our task now, let's come back to our task now. So we now come here now and we change anyone here to what? To done. You can see what will happen. You see? Did it move? Let me see what is written here. Say running one rule. Then it should move now. Make it move now. It never moved yet because I don't think we actually got it correctly. So we still have to what? Go back and what? And finish it up. So let us now go back. Let me change this one to what? To not started. So I'll go back to my what? To here. Go back to my rules. Then I'll go down to my what? I'll go back to this one here. Or let me even go back to and start from afresh. I'll come here and I'll do what? I'll say add new rule, create new rule here. So for my new rule now, I'll say what? When what? When task, say, when task progress, see now, we come down here to say what? When task progress is changed, can you see it here? When task progress is what? Is changed, check if it was what? If it was undone. If it is done, check if it is what? If it is done. So you cannot click on the check if process is, and then you now come here to select what? To select done and change it to what? They say do this. What should it do? It should what? It should move to what? To a section. Which section now? Completed. Then you do what? You can publish the rule. When you publish it now, that rule is what? Is in effect. Okay? It is in effect. One name. Effect. So we have now what? Publish one rule. We can now come down to what? To this our task to what? To check if that rule will what? If it will work. So how do we do it now? We can come here to what? To change something to what? To done. Let's see if it will work. Let's just try. I see we are still trying to try. We are trying to what? We are trying to like see if it will work. So I will do what? I will say done. Did it work or not? Let me do it again so you can see now. But you see, I can see that now it's not showing me this automation rule here. That's what actually the thing actually worked. So if I come here again now, look at it now. If I come here again and I change it to what? To done, watch what will happen. Look at my mouse here. It will move. You can see it down here. That is it. It's not difficult, guys. So it's not difficult, guys. So let me still do it here. Now maybe this one now is done with baking. So you can now come here and do what? You can now change it to what? To done. Look at what will happen. See? It will work. You see? It works. This right here is our our task board on ClickUp. Yesterday we actually discussed all about this part here and all the things that we can actually do here. We even ended up on pinning things from this sidebar here, right? So today now I can still go back again and then do some of the things I did yesterday. Like I explained what this place here. I said that this place here is our what? Our workspace. Then this is our home page where we can actually see a quick overview of all we've been going through, right? And then I said that we can see our agenda for the day or for the week or whatever. We can see tasks assigned to us will be showing up here. And you can even see our work. Our work view is here. And then from this recent here, it will show us what our recent what navigation, our recent what navigation, and then we have our what inbox, just as we have it inside of our ClickUp just now. I mean, as someone just now, where we were seeing what that was going on in our what. Whenever somebody come in there to sneak in and do something, now we're seeing it all here. So ClickUp also has what also has it. So this one here is the one for what for ClickUp here. So we even have chat, like the person that was asking, hey, what if I wanted to tell somebody about one approach I wanted to make with them about the project? How can I go and do it? Yes, ClickUp can what? Can do it without going to what? Elsewhere. You can do it here. Just tag the person and you can do what? And chat them up, right? And then we still have the what? The more. So if you want to pin more items on this place here, you can do what? Simply use this what? Use this stuff here. So peradventure, I want to be able to type documents while I'm working on what? ClickUp. I can decide to what? To pin this document here. When I do that now, you can see that the document has what? It has come up here, right? And I said that to create documents inside your ClickUp, you need to what? Click on the document and then do what? Come in here to click on what? Create doc. When you click on create doc now, it will allow you to what? To type your document that you want to type. And yesterday, I was even saying that what that I want my will to be what to be read by what my lawyer. Who is my lawyer? My lawyer is what? Let me look at my lawyer here. Let me see my lawyer. My lawyer is what is Chiamaka. Okay, she's my lawyer. That's why I say that I'm going to deal with Arinze for messing around, right? So I will do what? I will type my words, my will. So I will say okay, Otanwa what? CEO what? CEO's what? Will. So I will now come here and do what? And click on what? Start writing. And then I will what? Type whatever I want to write in my will here. That can be my document. So I can write here and I will say, okay, dear lawyer, lawyer what? Chiamaka. This is my what? This is my final what? Final will. Please ensure that all staff at Otanwa and Co Limited receives what? Receives about 2% of what? All the what? All the total fund in my what? In my trust. Okay. Now that is me trying to do what now? Trying to specify what my lawyer should do for me. Now this is a document now, okay? So if I want to share it, what will I do? I can actually click on share and I can do what? Copy the link and share with what? With my lawyer, right? At the same time, I can still do what? I can still invite her in by what? Entering her what? Her email ID on it, on this part here. But let's just assume I want everybody to be able to read now. So I can do what? I can say what? Come in here and say what? Click share link with anyone. I will do what? I will highlight it. And then I can now come here. When should the link expire? I will say never expire because I don't want the link to what? To expire. So I can come down here and do what? And copy link. You see public link now? I'll copy the public link. And if I come to the meeting now and I share with everybody here, you are going to be able to view it from wherever you are. So this is the link you can view from your side and tell me if this thing actually what if it works. So let me still paste it here to show that what I'm doing is what is correct. You can see now it's showing me that I'm using ClickUp and it will show me my documents in a while. So let us see if it will work. You see, this is my what? This is my Otanwa what? Otanwa's will. So you say what? Please ensure that what that all staff at Otanwa and Co Limited receive about what 2% of my what of the entire of all the fund in my what in my trust. And this can be me sending it to my what to my lawyer. She will now stamp it and what and sign it, right? So that is just how that one does what how it works. So tell me if you got it on your own part, if it works. This is that we can actually record with what with ClickUp. So to record now, what would I want to do now? I can simply come here to do what to add what clips. You see now, this is clips now. If I pin it now, it will come up here. You can see that I have clips here now, right? So if I want to record and share what I'm doing here with somebody, I can do what? I can click on clips and do what? Click on record a what? A clip. Yesterday itself, I even recorded one. Can you see it here? So if I now copy the link now and share with you guys now, you can actually watch it and you can actually watch it correctly from wherever you, even if you are in London, you can actually watch it and it will be able to play for you to what? To view. Let me share it for you guys to see. So you can actually go and what? And view it. And even on my own part here, if I open it on what? Incognito mode, I can actually watch it. So it will still load as the document loaded. It will still load and when it's now downloading, it will now start what? To start playing for me to see. Okay. So you see now, this is the document. This is the recorded document that we did yesterday. You can do what? You can play it. You see, it's actually playing, right? So that is just one of the things that made us say that what that ClickUp is what is quite advanced because it has a lot of features that Other tools do not what do not have, like, you don't, in fact, you don't longer need to go and start recording your screen from Google Meet or whatever. You can do it all there, right? Then we'll now have the other one here, which I can still pin up, which is what, maybe dashboard. We have whiteboard, we have pause, we have goals and what, and time sheet. Like maybe you want to track time for the what, for the task at hand. You can actually track sheet by what, click on the time to what, to track time. Maybe you can say, okay, let me add a task. Maybe you want to investigate uh okay, no, let me add a task. I'll just say add a task. Click on add a task and I'll do what? I'll say, okay, maybe you want to paint a wall. Because okay, paint wall here. And I'll do what? I'll add it, right? So now when this task now start now, maybe I've now assigned I've assigned Arinze and Okonkwo to what, to paint this task for me now. What will they do now? Today is Friday. So when it now starts now, maybe they started by 8 o'clock now. I'll do what? I will start tracking by what? By pressing this start timer here. I will start the timer and you can see now it will start counting. You can see that it's counting here now, right? It is counting here now. So if I actually stop it now, it will record the time here. You can see this is the timer here. Okay, so let me see continue again. Okay, so it will record for as long as they are working. As long as they are working now, I can do what? I can record their work for the entire day, and the total time that they work now will be showing here, right? That is how time tracker what, or time sheet works. Is it clear now? Is it clear? So the next one now, the next one will now be what? The next one will now be what? You can still pin something more here, like maybe you can actually pick goals here and the rest of them. But I will leave that one for you now to go and do on your own what? At your own leisure time. Then we even explain all these things here because whatever we've been doing here so far now, they are all here. Look at the document that we clicked here. This is it. Now this one now is the clip. This is a timer, and this is the what? The whiteboard. This is actually another one, which is what, to create your dashboard. So now let us now go and do our what? Let us go and start our work properly now. Okay, so this is our task now, and we want to start practicing with it so we can actually see how it works. So of course now you know that what, that when you want to do a task now, you can have a list of what things that you want to do, and you can now do what, you can now come down to what, to add other things that you want to really do here at the bottom here. So this is actually, this is projects and we have to do. You can see how our what, our doing and what, and then done. So let me come back here now so you can actually understand it better. Okay, so we are going to use this our what, our board, our task. So this is what we are doing here now, right? And this is what we are doing here now. So when you have a task here now, you want to what, set it properly. So the status is what, is under to do. Okay, and the date to do this job is what, you are going to assign so many days. Yes, you can say okay, maybe from 25th to what, to about what, 25th to what, or you can even say maybe 28th, whatever. Then you are okay there, and they cannot do what, you cannot put what priority is what. Of course it should be high or urgent. Assigning should be what, people that you want to what, assign a task to. Of course you can choose anybody here. Sandra Kelvin can do the job. And then when they are not done now, you cannot say okay, they are done. Of course when they receive their job now, they should start doing the job, right? That is it. When you are done with that now, you can now go back and continue your what, your stuff. It's not just difficult, guys. That's what I was making make you understand that. So now you've assigned this task to what, to Sandra Kelvin. When she now start the job, she cannot do what, she cannot say okay, I've started the job. She now drag it from here to where, so in progress, and then if she's finished with the, I mean, say with the job now, you know, now sometimes now, because you're doing a job now, maybe your supervisor want to come and do what and supervise what you just did. So you now need to what, push it to what, to this what, need supervision, right? So when they're not done with supervising it now, your taskmaster can now say okay, we are now done with that project, we'll now do what, we'll now move it down here with that task, right? So that means that the task is now what, is now completely what, done. So the next one now is what, is wall painting. This one is for Arinze and what, and Okonkwo. I just hope they will not fight sha, because I know say one light up well. So we'll now do what, when they now start the job now, you do what, you move it from here to what, to this place. Now they are done painting the job now, or they are done painting the wall maybe after 2 weeks, because Okonkwo is quite lazy. He does not like to work, he like to talk. So he has been allowing only just Arinze to work, to do the job alone. So when they are now done now, they will now wait for the oga or the project manager to come and do what, come and supervise what they did. Now they will now put it under what, under review, which is here. When they are now done supervising this now, they can now say okay, you people did a good job. They will do what, they will put it here. But they will never know that what, that Okonkwo actually did not work. Instead, she was, he was just there going up and down, speaking too much, and was smoking cigarettes, right? That's just what he did. He didn't even do any much thing. So that can be you just trying to do what now? Trying to what? Move all these things around. That is just what this thing here does. It's like I said before, this thing is not supposed just stay difficult to. This one actually is more like ClickUp. Okay? It's more like ClickUp. So you know, just not difficult. That's why sometimes we just keep it because it's actually not a big not much of a problem, right?